EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at this Cowboy defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Messina. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Cardinals had 1-11 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Operating from the gun, Messina. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19.
Looking to throw. Messina. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Shut down. Motion, motion. Check. Shift.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
19, pile in. Check motion. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Okay, ready? 19, Lions. Ready? Hunt.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pick up a 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. One side in, watch the deep. Take off.
Back to throw. Messina. And it'll be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On the jump. There you go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Ready? Hot 7, Buffalo 18. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Ready?
Now Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now they'll change things up. 2nd and long. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
On the set. Set. 19. Hey, check that. Check that.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Like it, go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Messina firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Messina. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
To throw is Milton. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 7-18. Pioneer.
Throwing is Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals nothing. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Ready? Bravo 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. 19, tight. 19, tight. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around. And they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
First and
as they
10
stop
at the
it with 16
42-yard
seconds
line.
to go in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Check out.
Operating from the gun, Messina. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Champ 60. Panthers 79 Broncos.
Back to throw, Messina. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Milton. Gets it underneath to Blue. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 3.
70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Milton now to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 16 average. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Go.
Here's Milton. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Milton. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0.
21. Cardinals nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 10.
19, Pioneer. 19, Tiger. 19, come 19.
Looking to throw. Messina. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the gun on third down. Messina. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has the thing.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 28-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
60 Eagles, 60
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Panther 60.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And finally marked down at the 23. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Messina. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 76 yards.
And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. Back to throw. Messina. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Again, he'll drop to throw. We'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Back to throw now on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Messina.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Deputy! Cowboy 80! Ready!
Now a give, right side. Meredith. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Lane, 36 yards. And the Cowboys extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Aubrey now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Messina. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. Rig alert. Rig alert. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Messina. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Number 1. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Messina. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Operating from the gun, Messina. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Cardinals 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.